Hello everyone, my name is Gary Varner and this is Renegade Reason. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're in a new studio, believe it or not. Just a little different. It's just a little different from before, which I'm very happy about. It's got a better acoustic, it's got a little bit better lighting. We're moving up in the world, looks like anyway. So, anyhow, just wanted to point that out really quick. There's been some talk about how the Trump administration is flip-flopping a little bit on the DACA. So I thought I would read a news report to you guys today about what exactly is going on with the situation. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gary Varner. This is Renegade Reason. And today, Trump and DACA Part 2. So, let's get into it. So here's a news article from Breitbart. Trump administration announces DACA phase-out details. U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions announced on September 5th that DACA, an executive amnesty created under the Obama administration, would be phased out over a 6-month period, Breitbart News reported. I'm here today to announce that the program known as DACA that was effectuated by the Obama administration is being rescinded, Sessions told reporters. He called for an orderly and lawful wind-down. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, will provide a limited 6-month window during which it will consider certain respects for DACA and applications for work authorization under specific parameters, officials wrote in Tuesday's announcement. Acting DHS Secretary Elaine Duke wrote, taking into consideration the Supreme Court's and the Fifth Circuit's ruling in the ongoing litigation and the September 4, 2017 letter from the Attorney General, it is clear that the June 15, 2012 DACA program should be terminated. In the exercise of my authority in establishing national immigration policies and priorities, except for the purpose explicitly identified below, I hereby rescind the June 15, 2012 memorandum. Recognizing the complexities associated with winding down the program, the department will provide a limited window in which it will adjudicate certain requests for DACA and associated applications meeting certain parameters specified below. Accordingly, effective immediately, the department will adjudicate on an individual case-by-case basis properly filed pending DACA initial requests and associated applications for employment authorization documents that have been accepted by the department as of the date of this memorandum. Will reject all DACA initial requests and associated applications for employment authorization documents filed after the date of this memorandum. Will adjudicate on an individual case-by-case basis properly filed pending DACA renewal requests and associated applications for employment authorization documents from current beneficiaries that will have been accepted by the department as of the date of this memorandum, and from current beneficiaries whose benefits will expire between the date of this memorandum and March 5, 2018, that have been accepted by the department as of October 5, 2017. Will reject all DACA renewal requests and associated applications for employment authorization documents filed outside the parameters specified above. Will not terminate the grants previously issued deferred action or revoke employment authorization documents solely based on the directives in this memorandum for the remaining duration of their validity periods. Will not approve any new I-131 applications for advanced parole under standards associated with the DACA program, although it will generally honor the stated validity period for previously approved applications for advanced parole, notwithstanding the continued validity of advanced parole approvals previously granted. CBP will, of course, retain the authority it has always had and exercised in determining the admissibility of any person presenting at the border and the eligibility of such persons for parole. Further, USCIS will, of course, retain the authority to revoke or terminate an advanced parole document at any time. USCIS received your properly filed initials or renewed DACA requests and associated applications for an EAD on or between September 5, 2017. We will continue adjudicating your request. Your DACA expires between September 5th, 2017 and March 5th, 2018, and you wish to renew it. USCIS must receive your properly filed renewal request on or before October 5th, 2017. You did not request initial DACA on or before September 5th of 2017. The DACA process is no longer available to you. Your DACA expired on or before September 4th, 2017, and you will not properly file your renewal request on or before September 5th, 2017. The DACA process is no longer available to you. You have DACA and your still valid EAD is lost, stolen, or destroyed. You may submit Form 1765 to request replacement EAD. So what does all of that mean? It means that basically if you had DACA before, you're not going to lose it, but they're no longer continuing the program. And I'm relieved to hear this. If you saw my previous video on DACA, you will know that I wasn't very happy with it because I thought they were just basically targeting anybody who was on the DACA program in the first place because it's easy to get to. This disproves that. This shows that they're going to at least allow people who played by the rules before, somewhat, at least the rules available to them, to at least stay in the country. And that's fine. I have no issues with that. Again, this whole situation with the illegal immigration has really been frustrating to me because I don't understand why it is so dang important that we just deport everybody. I don't. I understand violent offenders. I understand people that have been in jail for crimes like drug trafficking and that sort of thing. But I don't really get calling everybody criminals by virtue of the fact that they're illegal. That's been the attitude I've kind of had a problem with. And that's been the attitude I've really seen with conservatives over the past several months on the topic. What's been really interesting about this is that the conservatives have been calling this a reversal. I don't really see how it is. And I'm amazed. I mean, this is the first time, I think, in the last year that I can say I'm actually defending Trump more so than the conservatives are right now. I don't see this as a reversal. He's still suspending the program. The program is no longer in existence. So how is this an issue? Well, it's only an issue if you're wanting immediate deportation as soon as possible, but Trump never promised that. He promised the wall, and there are rumors floating around that the wall's not going to happen anymore. Not sure how true those are, but that is an interesting thing that's going on. There seems to be this new kind of organized attack on Trump saying he's reversing his policies. And normally I would be like, yeah, he probably is. One of the big things I was worried about was that since he was a man that basically had no moral center, he would reverse everything because he's just going to go with what's popular. But I really don't think this is the case. Based on what I'm hearing and based on what I've read on this DACA thing versus what everybody's saying, I kind of think he's actually sticking to his guns. I don't think he's reversing anything. He's not really leaving the Paris Accord agreements like they're saying. He's not really doing anything inconsistent with what he already promised to do with DACA. I don't really see a problem here. And I don't understand why the conservatives are getting so upset. There's no issue here. I mean, he's just basically closing the program, but he's not going to revoke anybody who signed up for it before. And honestly, why should he? Why should he basically throw these people that already signed up for the program out of the country? They were just taking advantage of the systems given to them. They were trying to obey the law. They were trying to get out of the hole that they were in previously. So why should he punish them for that? If he does that, then people probably in the future won't go to these sorts of programs because they'll be scared that the next president's going to revoke them and they'll go to jail. He's just basically enacting a grandfather clause here. This isn't a big deal. This is just basically a grandfather clause. He's saying, look, we're closing it. It's no longer going to be available to anybody. But if you signed up with it before, you're fine. And we're going to look at it in, as he said, a case-by-case basis. I actually feel pretty good about this. I'm surprised I'm saying that. I'm usually a pretty harsh critic of Trump. I actually feel good about this. Reading the article, I actually feel better than I have about this whole situation. So it seems like Trump's going to try to deal with the situation in a semi-reasonable manner. He's not just going to, as I have feared very strongly, just kind of mass deport people as a rallying cry. This is a good indication that he's not going to do that. I'm pretty content with what I'm reading. I think this is more than fair. Not really sure why the conservatives are freaking out about it, but anyway. So guys, that's all we have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And of course, check out other videos that I have done. And until next time, God willing, we will see you later. Peace.